Liren versus Fabi. Yes, I saw Queen C2 and I'm thinking Nimzo Indi, and then you went Ragozin, and I went, wait a minute, are you sure we're not in a Nimzo Indi? And this is what I meant. I'm seeing a Queen C2 Nimzo Indi and you went Ragozin on me. Queen A4, so essentially White has, if you will, lost a tempo and said, I've induced you to put your knight in front of your pawn so you can't play the move C7, C5. So White is making the argument that knight is badly placed on C6. Peter, is that an argument that can be justified?
I think so. I think it also changes the way that this will be played further on in a very serious fashion, because when you play,
indeed, Liren fixed the center with the capture on D5. He chased the bishop.
This is quite clever actually, because it provokes A6.
And now if you want to play bishop E6, I forced you to include the move A6, and he did. So this was clever.
But the interesting bit came later, because Fabi just went knight B8 here quite quickly.
Rook B1
and knight B4.
Okay. So I remember it was Predrag Nikolic. He would play a very interesting idea in these, and I remember when he was doing it, it was rather confounding to me at the time. Imagine this position, and you have your minority attack.
Right.
Okay, so we all know the minority attack. Fix a weakness on C6.
B5.
And he would play B5. And it was like, well, wait a minute, aren't I, this pawn on A6, aren't I trading, this flank pawn, for a better center pawn kind of thing? And he would say, no, I'm just going to go A4, A5, and with his rooks. And he was getting very, very comfortable advantages, I wanted to say. And I remember watching it happening, and I thought, he's violating the rules that I grew up with, the guidelines anyway. And we do have...
That seems to be working, right?
Well, yeah, we do have knight E4, and instead...
we still like B5 here.
You do.
Well, we played rook F to B1, so...
With a reason. Let's keep...
he will play g4, yeah.
Okay.
So
No
it's not
Play
repetition yet.
g4, and then Fabi can play. I think maybe the way to do this is to not even play bishop e6, just to play bishop e8, so that the king never even crosses the to h5 and h6.
Yeah, I like that best of all. I just like this idea of keeping the king.
I'm guessing you can get the king to h6 anyway, but it doesn't progress further.
How?
Bishop e8, I go bishop c2.
So, and then,
Bishop f7, I go bishop e3.
gotcha.
And after, let's say, bishop e6, g takes f5, or bishop g8, g takes f5, I honestly think the cleanest is just to take with the pawn.
And just allow me to get my
Yeah,
king.
you get to h7, h8, but you never get further. Yeah, I stay on f7, e6 squares.
That's a peculiar one, isn't it? That, I mean, look at how the light square bishop can't get.
It can't even get to h5, right?
Right.
Maybe if it could get to h5, we would maybe even win. Yeah, but it can't.
Because then the
There's
king
some
goes to
zugzwangs.
Yeah, they would start. Some Zugzwang would start becoming a problem.
Right. Not anymore. So we do expect that this one, and this clock's a factor. I wouldn't think so. It's too early.
No, these players never enter time trouble. 40 minutes for Ting, 35 for Fabi.
Yeah.
And this was, so out of 4 rounds, this was Ting's third white game.
Right.
In all three, he had decent winning chances.
He did, he got good positions out of the opening or in the middle game.
Especially against Wesley. So yesterday, had he played knight takes f3 against Wesley, who's currently one of our tournament leaders. You know, we talked about the butterfly effect, right? What would it have meant if Liren had won that round 3?
Fabi's claiming remove repetition.
Yeah, and Ting is not going to contest it. He is done for today.
Chris is asking questions.
Right.
And that's the draw.
So we are
With one game.
2.5 hours into the broadcast, and we only have maybe 3.5.
3.5.
Lost count.
3.5.
Yep.
But 1 game left. It's between Gukesh and Ali Reza.